On today's show, we're going to discuss some of the news. The Journey of Water has been previewed as well. That's coming up today on Traveling with the Mouse. Welcome, everyone, to episode number 417 of Traveling with the Mouse. My name is John, and I am joined today by my esteemed co-host, Adam.
What's up, everybody?
How you doing, Adam?
Great. I see that
great.
you have some Haunted Mansion merch that you bought.
I do. I came across it just this past weekend, I think. I've been looking for some good Halloween decoration, Haunted Mansion merch. So, you didn't see the rest of them?
No, I did see the rest of them.
Yeah.
Where'd you order those?
Spirit of Halloween.
Spirit of Halloween?
Yeah.
Really?
Apparently, this year they have officially licensed merchandise for some reason when it comes to Haunted Mansion. I guess because of the movie, maybe?
So the Spirit of Halloween store that takes over abandoned shopping areas that
Pretty much.
Spirit of Halloween?
Yeah, from their online site. Yeah, that's pretty much where I got that. So, but yeah, since I guess the listeners cannot see exactly what it was that I.
Well, I can put the picture on the blog post, travelingwiththemouse.com. You can see it there.
This is true. I need to get a better picture than what I gave you, though. But
I like the picture of the bust.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. They actually have another one too. They have the old lady one as well, but I didn't get it.
Was he a ghost rider?
Only got one bust. But the idea with the bust is actually we have a mantle, and there was also a Haunted Mansion like thing to put on the mantle, so I'm gonna put that on there and the bust up there.
And does it follow you around the room?
Unfortunately, it doesn't. I could probably create that effect if I had the right stuff.
It's not concave,
right? Well,
but anyway,
and I've wanted to get Hitchhiking Ghosts for a while, even though those are not as big as I would like. I would like some big enough to put outside, right? Just like basically have the same size as the animatronics.
That'd be cool if they made inflatable ones, like blow up.
I think they do make those.
That was a Hitchhiking Ghost?
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
When I looked at this, I was actually hoping these would be a tad bit bigger than they are. So I may have to do those inside as well instead of outside. I was wanting something outside. But that plaque, that looks exactly the same.
Yeah, like
as the one that's on the attraction at the entrance, right?
Yeah.
It's exactly this exact same thing.
Doesn't Disney sell that one for like $1,000 or not that much, but you know.
Apparently not. This is officially licensed product. And it was $20.
Yeah. It wouldn't be 20 in Disney. That's for sure.
No, probably not.
I thought they sold something like that. Maybe they weren't.
It's pretty heavy.
Cool.
I think my idea is I have a column at the front door. I'm thinking maybe I could nail it to that or something, like put a nail in it there and hang it up there.
Cool.
So it's kind of like the attraction.
Yeah. Now that it's late August, you're full into Halloween mode. Is that why you're late to the game?
No, yeah. I've kind of wanted for a while to slowly but surely start a collection of Haunted Mansion theme to do on an annual basis, right? So this is kind of like my starting point, I guess.
Right. What did you do with your Bob Gurr poster?
You know what? What can I do? How can I incorporate that though?
I don't know.
Like I just hang it up like every
Halloween?
Yeah, pretty much. Just like hang it up over the mantle as well.
Why not? Before we get too deep, before I forget, I should say, the Destination D23 that's coming up at Disney World at the Contemporary Resort. There's a parks panel that's going to be streamed live. It's 9:15 a.m. September 9th, 9:15 to 10:30. It's called A Celebration of Disney Parks Experiences and Products. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Join Parks and Experience Product Chairman Josh Damaro and special guests for an entertaining presentation looking to the future of Disney parks, featuring updates from around the world and some fun surprises along the way. Sounds just as boring as the D23 last year, but what could have possibly changed except more cutbacks in the last year?
Good question. Unless they are keeping it under wraps a little better than before.
Yeah. Or maybe they're like, okay, we got to bring something more than the crap we brought last year.
Maybe they want something a little more solid.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
What can they say though? I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
I
mean, they'll give updates on what Journey of Water, the Epcot, whatever Dreamers Point area, when that's going to open.
Yeah. They could potentially say something about what they plan on doing, because what next year with park reservations going away, they could, I don't know, they could probably elaborate on certain things. I guess that's pretty self-explanatory though, the park reservations going away, but except for AP, right?
Yeah, we still, as of right now, APs, it was date-based tickets, so APs don't count for that. So I guess currently APs would still have to make reservations.
It'd be nice if they would announce something that's changing regarding, say, park hopping.
Oh man, that would be great. That would be the best news. But
I don't anticipate it, truthfully, because I think that they like the way things are going in some of these areas, whether they believe it, whether they admit to it or not.
Yeah.
They enjoy the knowing where people are, and obviously the price of Genie Plus has done nothing but increase. So
yeah, of course. I feel like they might update on Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Probably they'll probably give an update on progress, give some new concept art probably. But other than that, I mean, the Disney Treasure, they'll probably talk about that.
Yeah, because the treasure should be soon. Treasure?
The Hong Kong Disneyland, like Frozen Land or whatever.
Yeah.
Or Shanghai is only getting Zootopia. They'll give updates on that, I guess. What else?
Yeah, the thing is, I think most people here, though, don't care as much about the international parks.
Not really, yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some that I would love to see one day, but it's not some place that we're going to go on a regular basis no matter what, so.
Yeah, not regularly, but.
Not most folks.
Yeah, I would definitely.
Unless you're in the top 1% or something, you might.
Yeah.
Unless you have your own private jet. So, right. But yeah.
So anyway, I have very low expectations of this, because especially last year, they had nothing really at all.
It's we're not gonna see another 2017 anytime soon.
Right, that was probably the most crazy.
And of course it fell short, but
yes, all of them end up falling short, but oh well.
Yep.
We should go through that one of these days, like all the things that were talked about.
We'll go listen to our first episode.
What didn't happen, yeah. Right.
Go listen to episode 1.
You remember I was talking last week about the concept art for Toy Story Land, the original, where it looked like there was a fourth attraction of some sort. There was some extra building or something,
which was sacrificed to budgets, probably.
Looks like it. And of course, there was like this whole Woody's Roundup area in the entrance,
which became barbecue.
Which I guess, sort of still happened, but I think the entrance sign for Woody was not him just kind of leaning on the sign. It was him riding Bullseye, actually. That was going to be there. Bullseye's nowhere to be found.
I was about to say, is Bullseye there at all?
Not at all. Which makes you think, okay, the timeline is now pre-Bullseye, which would be... But Jesse's there, so that doesn't make sense. So anyway, Bullseye's just not around, I guess.
I guess.
He's inside.
Is there... Come on. You actually think that there's a timeline? I mean, please.
Not anymore.
I mean, does there have to be a timeline? Where's Lotso?
Right. He's stuck to the front of a garbage truck somewhere.
Yeah, they missed an opportunity to do a darker attraction for Toy Story over there, like a villains attraction.
That'd be fun.
As people like Lotso.
Right. Why don't they have like a Emperor Zurg attraction?
Well, they kind of do in Buzz Lightyear, but And
Well, that's not a Toy Story Land, though.
no.
But yeah, you're right. Zurg is heavily featured in that one. What else? Anyway, yeah, I'm not excited about the D23 that much, but I'll watch it, of course, and see what comes of it. I'm sure we'll talk about it
As things go on.
Yeah.
Well, I was about to say, though, about that. I mean, wouldn't it be kind of interesting to have an attraction that, I don't know, like you almost die like the toys almost did in Toy Story 3? Like you go to the trash heap or whatever.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
And then you get saved by a crane. Like
yeah, there you go.
By the
Saved
aliens.
by the aliens. You get abducted by the aliens. Ooh.
There was a couple of updates to the... I know we haven't talked about news in a while, but these are kind of boring updates.
Yes.
But I did test this out today, so I was wanting to talk about it. They updated the dining reservation.
That's where I thought you were going.
You this? I was looking at it today, and I'm like, okay, it's definitely better than it was, because it shows you more times. Like the way it used to work was you would pick your party size and the date, and then you would have to like scroll down, and it would just show like one time available, or you would scroll over and it would show you like a 2-hour window of any time you selected or whatever. Now it gives you like these big blocks of time, and
I'm just looking now.
Yeah. So it's like you can do all day, you can do before noon, you can do between noon and 4 and after 4.
I don't see anything different.
Did you update the app, or is it updated on your phone?
Good question. Maybe.
It's the newest version.
Stuff's supposed to automatically update on here, but some may not.
So it gives you a whole lot more view into what's available. Like literally tomorrow, though, look at California Grill's got like tons of...
This says last updated August 11th.
I think it was since then. I think it was like recent. Like,
I don't know why it wouldn't automatically update.
Yeah, I don't know. Mine did. I looked at it today.
It doesn't even show me an option for an update, though.
That's weird. Well, anyway, I'm looking at... It looks more improved, that's for sure. Also, the other improvement was for Genie Plus. There's now an option when you're scanning through your tip board, you can have it highlight only attractions that are Genie Plus available if you want. There's like a little toggle switch, and you can turn it on and say, I only want to look at Lightning Lane eligible attractions. And that also means... So basically it filters out shows or rides that don't have Lightning Lane, so that you can only view the ones that you could book a Lightning Lane for. So it's like, that's an improvement too. It kind of helps filter the list down a little bit. They're slowly making it more functional.
So I don't know if this is an indication of what it's like in the parks right now, but since you mentioned the app and everything, I just looked for something just simply for dinner, right?
Yeah.
Or night, and like everywhere is available.
I know.
I mean, it's like everywhere is available.
Yeah.
Beaches and Cream showed up. I mean, California Grill showed up.
A lot of times.
Art Smith showed up. It has 3 times right here to start for that. Of course, they're all late, but Chef Nicky's.
Yeah. A lot of the hard ones that are, everything's available right now.
Oop-de-doo.
Right.
Jungle Skipper. I mean, I was like, every place that I've heard of, it's almost like every place on property has some sort of availability. Monsieur Paul's on here.
Yep.
That should be an indication of just how slow it is right this minute. Yeah. Although the wait times don't seem to reflect it. Still, in my opinion.
They never do.
I mean, something's fishy about that. Just saying.
There's something rotten in Denmark.
Something Scooby going on around here.
That's a throwback. Yeah, there's Space 220. There's several Space 220s available.
Dude, yeah. I was like, I've never even seen Space 220 available while I'm there.
It's almost like this update actually like fixed like a bug or something where they just were under-reporting dining availability. But,
Yeah, I don't think that's it. I think it's that slow.
Yeah, that's probably the real case, but
Yeah. But
interesting.
anyway, yeah.
Just a heads up, if you're planning a trip in 2025, don't go to Yacht or Beach Club.
Why is that?
Because Storm Long Bay and Shipwreck Pool are going to be closed for 5 months in early 2025.
I have to let people know that way ahead of time.
Yeah.
But, I mean, 5 months, I mean, you can figure it out. Like, just don't go in whatever portion of the year, whatever half of the year that's going to be taking place in.
It's supposed to be early.
I was going to say, I guarantee you it's going to be before summer.
Yeah, January through May, it says. So they must be doing a major renovation of that. Like, they're probably completely remodeling some of it for that be down that long.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there'll be heavy discounts at Yacht and Beach because of this, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
just kidding. They're going to charge more,
possibly
when the pool is closed. Like,
you might get a good price for Yacht and Beach though while it's closed.
I doubt it.
Just maybe.
I doubt it.
Not you doubt it. Sometimes whenever a resort's being got work being done on it, but that's
you would think. Try booking Grand Floridian right now. See if you can get a huge discount when half the lobby.
Well, I'm not gonna
got
say
forklifts in it.
You're not gonna get a huge discount, but you might get something less than you would before, right? Well,
no, they're not doing anything. They're just like, you're gonna still come, whatever. I don't care if half the lobby doesn't look as a construction zone.
Yeah, it's pretty much true. The Grand Floridian has its own fan club, so to speak.
Yeah,
and that's who goes there.
I would hate to walk in there and have the lobby that awful right now, though. But whatever. It's another news story.
So, because I was actually, we're looking at anyway, going on to the West Coast next year on vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Disneyland Resort apparently has a new early entry policy that they're going to put into place.
Okay.
So starting January 20th, the early entry benefit will be updated, and guests with a valid park admission and reservations who are checked in and staying at one of the Disneyland Resort hotels may take advantage of this 30-minute early entry into a designated theme park for every day of their hotel stay. Each day, either Disneyland Park or Disneyland California Adventure Park will be open early. Please check the schedule. So this is kind of like, what is this? The exact same thing they do in Florida?
Yeah, it sounds right.
But they're just, I mean, I actually thought this was already a thing. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe, I guess that was not the thing in case on the West Coast.
Yeah, maybe it was slightly different on the timing. But I know Jason was saying because he was staying in a Good Neighbor, he didn't get that benefit.
Right.
If you were staying at the 3 Disney hotels.
Okay, still, I'm sure he got a great deal at the Good Neighbor.
Yeah.
For that, if my motivation is to get in a half hour early, I'm not going to spend the kind of money it's going to take to stay at one of the on property just for the half hour. Yeah. I'm just saying. I mean, that would not be my main motivation or my reason for staying on property. Is to get that half hour.
Right. Especially with kids, like we have smaller kids, like it's hard enough for us to make rope anyway.
Right.
So to be there early.
It's enough to take advantage of a half hour in which you're probably still going to only get like 2 attractions in.
Right. And is it worth having everybody be cranky and mad?
Yeah.
To get one ride in.
Like, boy, I'm glad I got here early. I did two things before the park opened.
It's right. It's probably better to just buy Genie Plus and start stacking or whatever. And just deal with it.
Spend more money.
Right. I mean, that's the solution to everything at Disney is spend more money.
Well, since I mentioned it, our plans are tentative at the moment, but I kind of like the idea of going and staying somewhere where I can probably hit both Universal and Disney.
Oh, in California.
Yeah. The California version. Because they got some pretty cool stuff out there. Like they got the Jurassic World ride there, and they have Secret Life of Pets ride. I've seen that before. That looks fun.
It does look cool. And of course, you have a Nintendo world
Yeah.
there, or Mario. What is it called? Super Mario World?
I
What's
think
the official name?
I thought
Anyway?
it's called Super Nintendo World.
It might be, yeah. But it's basically Mario because you have the
Yeah,
two
it doesn't.
Mario attractions.
Yeah, it doesn't have any other Nintendo.
Properties,
Yeah,
IPs, whatever.
yeah.
But yeah, that, I mean, you can see that before the one in Florida opens.
Well, the one in Florida opens next year, so it might even be open by the time we take this trip.
I thought it was 2025
Oh, maybe it's
for Epic Universe.
Oh,
Pretty
maybe
sure
it
it's
is.
2025.
Okay, my bad. I thought they were planning on it next year.
I think it's 2025, so
it's okay.
Get a preview of it. You can see it before. Of course, I think the one in Florida is going to be bigger, obviously. But
well, it's going to be an epic universe.
Yeah,
it's going to be more than just Mario.
I'm telling you, the day I'm going to be going to Universal at some point, y'all. I mean,
you're going to be there on opening day.
I won't be there opening day, that's for sure. It will happen eventually, and I'm going to regret it, but, you know.
Oh, please. What you're going to regret is the fact that you're going to enjoy it. That's what you're going to regret.
Yeah, I'm going to hate that I will probably
like it. You're going to hate that you like it.
Probably. Yeah.
Oh, well.
I'm trying to be loyal, Iger, but you gotta.
Yeah, they don't have a whole lot unless they surprise us with something at the D23.
That's what I keep thinking. I'm like, what is there? Like, I don't know. They didn't give us much to go on. I mean, maybe they'll talk about Dino Land or something, and they have something more concrete.
Yeah. Maybe.
I doubt it, but I doubt it.
So, why don't we talk a little bit about the treasure? And then there's also the 7th Disney Cruise Line ship. It's a big treasure.
Yeah. I spent it all in 1 week. Actually, yeah, I guess that's if you booked a trip on the treasure, you would spend all of it in 1 week. I guess that makes sense.
Yes.
Spent it all in 1 week.
So apparently it's going to feature Worlds of Marvel with new shows.
Oh,
I gotta be honest though, I have trouble getting into Marvel as much as they've had.
Oversaturated, yeah.
I just have trouble with it. I mean, I don't know. It just doesn't appeal to me as much as it does some folks. That's just me. When it comes to the cruise ships, I really would like to have said that I've been on all of them at some point. I've only been on 2 ships. Been a total of 4 times, but it's been the same 2 ships.
Back and forth, yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I'm more excited for the treasure than I am the Wish. Like going on the Wish. Yeah.
That's
what
funny.
I heard about it.
Yeah. That's funny because I like the Fantasy a little better than I like the Dream. And the Dream came out in 2010 and the Fantasy came out in 2012. So they were close together as well. It's like these are going to be. And I preferred the Fantasy over the Dream. Even though they're sister ships. I mean, they're almost identical. There's some slight differences. I think the adult area is better on the Fantasy. I like the names of them and stuff. Like they're better on the Fantasy than I did the Dream. Because you went on the Dream, right?
Yes, Dream.
Yeah. So like the part I'm talking about, like the part the deck that has in the back they have like the nightclubs or the stuff that's open a little later and a few bars and stuff like that. I like the layout and the naming of the ones on the Fantasy better.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
That's one section that I liked better. And originally, I think they added it later, but, their section that has, like, the Huey, Dewey, and Louie, like the splash section, basically, that was only on the Fantasy originally. I think they added it after on a refurb of the Dream.
Yes.
I think. So, anyway.
So, this week, though, they're going to release a video about the treasure. They're going to give a first look at it August 30th, 11 a.m. Eastern. I think, is it a live stream? I don't know. But they're going to show us some stuff. So we'll be definitely able to talk about that next week for sure.
Yes,
but
a little more.
But I'm excited for it. I think this is going to be, did they say where this one's going to sail out of mostly? Or no?
Oh, I don't have it handy. I know they've said.
I wish I knew.
Honestly, I think this one's going to take the place of like what the Fantasy is currently doing, if I'm not mistaken. Because the way it is the Dream and the fantasy. Like, so say the Dream did the Bahamian cruises, and the Fantasy did the Caribbean cruises. And so far, the Wish has taken over the Bahamian. And where did the Dream go? Did the Dream go to the West Coast?
It went to Miami, right, for a while.
That's right. It went to Miami. Yeah, I haven't kept up with it as much as I used to.
Yeah.
I used to keep up with it a little more often, just because I haven't cruised in a long time. Not that I would love to, but it's just not in the cards apparently. Lately.
Yeah, I think I want to do another cruise soon. I was thinking about that. I'm like, you know what? It was fun. I need to go back, especially Castaway Cay.
The thing for me is there's just so many different things I would like to do, and there's just so much time and funds. We'll say.
Right.
So,
yeah, there's only so much you can do with Disney.
Right.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to be choosy or else go overboard.
Yeah. Pardon the pun.
Yeah.
Man overboard. Let's not do that.
We've made a few references to a certain movie so that if anybody listening is a classic Disney fan, you should know.
Right, yeah. We reference this movie a lot, by the way.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
There he is. There's your Portuguese.
What's left of him? Don't rush me.
Oh, yeah. I actually we watched Robin Hood the other night.
The animated one?
Yeah, the animated one. Plastic.
Not,
yes.
Okay.
No. Yeah.
The Disney one.
I was going to say the only one. So far, the only one they have for Disney, I guess, right?
They need to do a remake of that.
Think of live action.
That'd be a live action remake. You know?
Oh, gosh. I really hope we didn't give them any ideas. Because I really would not want to see that, truthfully. But
yes, Peter Ustinov is great.
It's Prince John. Yeah.
Yes, it's Prince John. Yeah, he's really good.
Yes.
Unmistakable voice.
Exactly. So let's see. What's been happening in the world of Disney? Well, the stock hit a 52-week low. I don't know if we want to cover that. Okay, so here's a couple of things about the treasure.
Yes.
It says that the map hints at Haunted Mansion Bar.
That would be cool.
A Coco dinner show, potentially.
Right. I saw that headline.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
These are not official things. These are kind of like rumors. So basically, there's stamps, I guess, that have been like put out as kind of teasers. So this is what people are, which is what making people assume these things, right?
Yeah.
So one of them's of Neverland. One's got Jungle Cruise, Moana, Castaway Cay, The Haunted Mansion, Spider-Man, Coco, and then Aladdin.
But
apparently the atrium is Agrabah inspired on this one.
Yeah, I heard that too.
So that kind of makes the treasure part make more sense, right?
Yeah.
So
makes sense. The Cave of Wonders, that'd be a cool, like, they did like a kid's play area. Anyway.
So maybe we'll get more on this, like you said, real soon, and then too, maybe get even more at maybe D23.
Possibly.
So
both back to back, essentially. They're like a week apart, so.
You know, I think the older I get, the more I kind of like the idea of the cruise more so than the parks. I mean, I do like the parks, don't get me wrong, but I just like the cruise is a little more laid back atmosphere, right?
It's more vacation-y vacation.
Yeah, it's a limited number of people.
Although, who was it? Was it Iger that, I think, yeah, we talked about this. Iger on that last earnings call was saying that cruise ships are currently between 90 and 95, or 95 and 98% occupancy.
Oh.
They're like, yeah, every cruise is like full.
Well, what I'm saying though is even at 100% occupancy, it's a limited number of people.
Yeah.
It can only hold many. It's not like, you know, if you go to Magic
parks.
Kingdom, you have no idea how many's going to show up in a day.
Right.
So,
yeah, and
you know exactly just how crowded Castaway Cay is going to be, but because it can't possibly exceed the number of people on the ship. So, you know,
right. I mean, agreed. Yeah, I do want to do another cruise at some point. I just don't know when. It's probably something about the paying for the annual pass makes you feel like you have to go to the parks because to justify that versus
there you go
paying the extra to go on a cruise, which you have to pay for everything. Whereas the parks,
Cruise.
I just have to pay for a hotel somewhere.
Well,
And food, of course.
cruise is price included for most things.
Yeah. But I didn't prepay for anything.
Right.
But anyway.
But the food is just so good.
Yeah.
Especially the chicken tenders, right?
All you can eat, man. I'd still think about that, actually.
You dream about the chicken tenders?
I do, actually. Not that they're anything special, but you just walk up and I want some chicken tenders. That's pretty awesome, actually.
I'd say most of the meals that I've had on the cruise ship have all been good. I mean, I can't think of one in particular that's... I've never really been a big fan of the food that they usually put out on Pirate Night. That's just me. I think the dish that was probably the most disappointing, but I was warned about it by the server ahead of time, so he brought me something else also.
Right.
He's like, when I ordered, it was the lobster macaroni, I think it was, that I had was going to try. It was like, let me bring you this too. He basically already knew that it was not going to be.
That could be hit or miss, yeah.
Yeah, and he was
Sounds
right.
Like it could be hit or miss.
Yeah, and he was right. And now I can't remember. For some reason, I remember the dish that was not good. I don't remember the one that was. I think it was some sort of a veal dish, maybe. I think that particular night.
A sweet piece of veal?
Yeah. I remember it was in Royal Palace. Or which one is...
Oh, okay.
Which one's the one? They name it two different things. One's a Royal Court, and I think it's Royal Palace, isn't it, on the Dream? Do you remember?
Palace, yeah.
Okay, so it's Royal Court on the Fantasy.
Yeah.
They're basically the same thing, though. They just name it different.
Right. I like the food on Castaway Cay better, to be honest. That was my favorite.
That is good. Yes, that is very good. The cookies. The barbecue.
It's
very good.
Really good. I just kept going back.
Well, of course, you haven't had the pleasure of dining at Palo.
No.
Either.
Yeah, or Remy's, right?
Or Remy's. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't done any of those.
The upcharge dining is definitely the best dining.
Oh, sure. Of course.
Yeah. So
as we said earlier, you throw more money at anything, you get something better at Disney. That's just how it works.
I don't know. Palo is one of my favorite restaurants, period. So the experiences that I've had.
And we will be right back.
Teaching her how to drive. But Dad, why not use Greenlight to help her save for her own car? Mowing lawns and getting paid. She'll go from washing your car to flexing with her own. How? With Greenlight, the money app for families. Together, you can navigate the world of earning, saving, and investing. Because when you teach her to be smart about money, she'll go far. Invest in your best investment. Sign up today at greenlight.com.
This episode is also sponsored by Zencastr. We use Zencastr for traveling with a mouse, and we really enjoy how easy and user-friendly it is. You can record up to 4K video and high-quality audio, and they have backups, so you never have to worry about losing any of your audio. Go to Zencastr.com and use the promo code TWTM and you'll get 30% off your first month of any Zencastr paid plan. I want you to have the same easy experience we do for all our podcasting and content needs. It's time to share your story with Zencastr.
And now, back to the show.
We want to talk a little bit. I know we don't talk very often about the international parks, but they have a lot of things announced for Tokyo, which is one of the parks that I would love to visit. The Oriental Land Company, which is the company that runs Tokyo Disneyland and Tokyo Disney Sea, they've announced the names of attractions that are coming to Fantasy Springs, which is the 8th port in Tokyo Disney Sea, and will officially open in spring 2024. Frozen Kingdom, of course, that's going to be a land totally devoted to Frozen, and including Anna and Elsa's Frozen Journey attraction. I guess is similar to
Frozen Ever After.
Frozen Ever After, but not quite. I mean, they use some of the same technology. I feel like there's going to be some differences.
Hopefully it's going to be better.
Well, this one's getting its own building. It's not having to fit into an existing show building, right?
Right. So it's got to be a little bit better. I'm sure it's going to be
Yeah,
longer, smoother for one,
one would think, right? Yep.
hopefully.
And they have they're going to have a dining at Royal Banquet of Arendelle restaurant located in Arendelle Castle. So it'll be an interesting new experience there. They
That'll
can
be
also
cool.
stop by Oaken's OK Foods.
Yeah.
That I love stuff like that are comedic though, you know.
Yes. Good stuff.
So yeah, that would be good. It says that Elsa's Frozen Journey is about 6.5 minutes long. So I guess isn't that
Ooh.
that's pretty much on par with.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of how long Frozen Ever is. I guess it's just because is it that long? Maybe.
That sounds about right.
It
To
might be a
me.
little shorter than that. I don't know. Maybe.
It could. It's in the ballpark.
Yeah. Probably 5 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Well, I guess. But
Royal Banquet of Arendelle is a counter service, believe it or not, even though it's in the castle. I think both these restaurants are going to be counter service. Says that guests can enjoy a meal in 3 indoor dining areas reminiscent of scenes from the film, or dine in a covered outdoor dining area with views of the Ford Cliffs and mountains in the distance. So that would be a nice view. This one sounds interesting to me. Rapunzel's Forest.
yeah.
Of course, it has the tower, which, and here in Florida, all we have is a tower. The only thing we have Rapunzel related is a tower
A bathroom.
and a bathroom. It's a good bathroom.
It is. It's one of my favorites. Adam approved.
Adam approved bathroom. We're going to have to go through, since you're the only person, we're going to have to do like a show called Adam's Bathroom Rankings or something like that.
Yeah. I could
We
give
haven't
a
done that.
thumbs up or thumbs down. You just tell me a bathroom and I'll be like, thumbs up, thumbs down.
We're just gonna go through every bathroom on property and ask you if you've been
Chances are.
there. Odds are you've at least touched it, right? Well, that didn't sound very good. You've at least walked in it.
Yeah, odds are I know at least, yeah, most likely.
All right, so Rapunzel gets her own attraction here because it says Rapunzel's Lantern Festival attraction, which I don't know exactly what that's going to be, but
That
I
sounds
think
cool.
it's a boat ride.
Sounds cool.
So, and to the annual Lantern Festival. So, and they're going to have the Snuggly Duckling, which that's cool. So that attraction is
movie.
going to be about 5 minutes. The
Okay.
Lantern Festival is going to be about 5 minutes. It doesn't really give us too many details other than this is also counter service. I guess is there going to be no table service in this land, or is it just going to be very?
I guess not. Makes sense because if it's more kid friendly, their kids aren't going to sit down.
Yeah, or maybe they're going to be limited on the number they're going to have in the whole park. So
Perhaps.
let's see. So
That's cool, though.
Peter Pan's Neverland. So they're actually going to have a Neverland
Wow.
land, a Neverland.
Wow.
Peter Pan's Neverland Adventure. So basically, that's kind of like it looks like it's a walk through type attraction where you can explore, like you're in Neverland. So that would be pretty cool.
That is cool.
Lookout Cookout, Fairy Tinker Bell's Busy Buggies apparently would be an attraction. It says help Tinkerbell deliver parcels and packages to 4 seasonal locations in Pixie Hollow. Okay. Looks like the Neverland Adventure is going to have 3D. Oh, it says
Cool.
by boarding a boat and wearing goggles.
Oh, okay. So screens.
Seems to be there's going to be
There'll be
screens.
some screens at least. Well, we'll see.
The
Tokyo is going to do it right, so I'm not worried
Yeah.
about it.
They have Fantasy Springs Hotel as well, of course, on that. So in our case, or at least in mine, I know for sure, I'm most likely going to see all these things for the first time on YouTube. So
Well, I mean, before.
not likely to be in person. So,
But it is impressive, so I'm sure it'll be impressive. Is my point. Everything they open is really good.
yeah, pretty much everything they do in Tokyo,
You know,
they do the best of, right?
something we haven't talked about yet that some people have gotten to experience is that here, I should say, is Journey of Water.
Yes. There've been
Although,
previews.
yeah, there's been some previews, some media previews, and although some confusion, hopefully they'll clarify this at the Destination D23, they said fall 2023 in the earlier press releases, and then the most recent one they said late 2023.
Yeah, I guess they're not 100% confident.
I guess, but I'm just like, dang, people.
If you're already doing previews, though.
Right. Why is this going to take several more months? Or is it just that they want to open the whole area?
Perhaps.
Like that whole Dreamers Point area and the whole, like, construction pit. I don't know what else you want to call it.
Construction pit?
Yeah. But anyway, I haven't dug too much into this because I don't want to, like, I kind of want to be surprised by a little of it
Yeah.
when I go.
Yeah.
But
when's your next plan to visit?
It will be before the end of the year, but I just don't know when yet. I'm not sure. I want to go before the end of Food and Wine. So that's mid-November, before then, preferably. It's just figuring out when to go is going to be tricky.
Right.
But hopefully after this opens, but I don't know. But what I was going to say about it is it kind of makes me feel like this is in the spirit of Epcot, the original kind of theme of Epcot.
Yeah.
But with IP, of course. But of course they say inspired by Moana, meaning it's not like, yes, there's Te-Fiti in there and like all kinds of Moana references. So it's pretty much a Moana attraction, but they say inspired by Moana. But it's like you learn about the journey of water, and, you know, I'm sure there's lots of conservation messages and knowledge that you can take from this. So it's a lot like the original idea of what Epcot should be. So I'm kind of excited about that. And I guess it kind of is like a precursor to going into the land, because you can just do Journey of Water, and now I'm going to the land and then the seas. And
yeah, I mean, because
the
redesign was supposed to be that whole site was like ecological, I guess.
Right. Yeah. Indeed. But it kind of still flows, pardon the pun, of water. But it kind of flows into one another, which is the point, I guess. And it does look kind of cool. I read a little bit. I didn't want to look at too much, like I said, but it's more than just some jumping fountains, although they do have jumping fountains. But there is some more interactive stuff you can do and things that I'm like, okay, this is a little bit more involved, even though it's a walkthrough attraction. It's not like a e-ticket by any means, obviously. So,
well, I mean, I have no problem with that. What was it Jason had said whenever they was it in Paris? Wasn't it?
Was it?
Where was it? Yeah, the Alice's Curious Labyrinth. That's
yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he's talking about how well, that was you that was talking about it. I thought Jason.
Well, no, he said his son loved it too. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, that's what it was. See,
well, so the kids love it.
There you go. I mean, that's a walkthrough attraction.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Earth has been removed for refurbishment. I don't know if it's back yet or not.
The Earth is completely removed?
And at the entrance of Mission Space.
Oh, yes. Okay. Hopefully Earth will be back.
Yeah, I this was 2 days ago. I'm doing it right.
You are doing it.
This was on August the 22nd.
Yeah.
It may be back by now. I don't know. It looks really weird, though,
seeing Earth gone.
Well, yeah, with seeing I don't know if you're looking at the picture or not, but seeing the space shuttle going around nothing.
Oh, really?
Pretty much. But
Earth could use a refurbishment, so I guess that's good.
Yeah, so far Mars has not been refurbished. So
yeah,
that's because it hasn't been inhabited yet.
Yes, Earth definitely needs one. Hopefully they can fix, some of the crazy issues we've had lately.
So when Earth goes under refurbishment, is that going to be after we move to Mars?
Yeah, actually, we should move to Mars. Then Earth will be under refurbishment along with the Stormalong Bay pools in 2025, and then we can come back after their pools are done.
Yeah, there you go. Or better yet, they could just, take away the rest of this attraction and put something better there. Just
like Horizons 2.0.
Yeah, something like that. And then Horizons inspired attraction. Not that I'm wearing the shirt right now that says if you can dream it, you can do it with the,
I see.
With the Horizons.
They're never going to do that, unfortunately.
No, because it's not IP.
Yes.
if this gets updated or has anything done to it, it's going to be something IP related. You know what it is.
Right. What IP would they do a Horizons?
It hasn't been developed yet.
Right.
Although there is a possibility now that maybe, what was I about to say, the Wonders of Life, that was been put on hold for the Playability.
Playability.
It might incorporate Elemental, right? Well,
right. Instead of just
since it's done
well.
Well, yeah, overall it's done well. It gained momentum late. Like it was a late bloomer, I guess. That's the best way to put that one. So,
right on.
How's Haunted Mansion doing anyway? I haven't really paid much attention.
I don't even know if it broke even.
Kind of sad because I feel like I haven't seen it just yet, but just from what I've heard, I feel like it deserves a little better than that.
Yeah, it's not. Like I said, Jason and I enjoyed it quite a bit. We did go see it, and it's much better than the 20 years ago film. It's quite good.
Although I like that one too.
It's not bad. It's not a bad film.
Yeah. It's funny though, because a lot of times the initial film, even if it does get successful, it still doesn't do as well as, like, if you're gonna base how well a film did at the box office as to how successful it overall is, then Frozen 2 is better than Frozen 1. Pretty much all the sequels are better than the originals, and that's not the case.
Yeah.
People went to see the sequels because they enjoyed the original. As a matter of fact, if that's the case, then I know for a fact when I looked at it last, The Curse of the Black Pearl is behind both Dead Man's Chest and At World's End.
Right.
And we know those are not better than
Curse
of the Black Pearl. So
exactly. Hype does say a lot or do a lot for it.
Right. But anyway.
Looks like it's only made about $86 million worldwide, which I'm sure is losing money. I'm sure it costs $100 million at least to make that film, so they're probably gonna lose money.
Probably did more than that. I would say 2+.
Yeah, at least. They did a lot of reshoots too, which it means they probably went way over budget, so not good. Fortunately, didn't do well.
Okay,
it's better than what it got though.
Than what it's done so far.
Agreed.
Well, I mean, it'll have the opportunity to do well on Disney Plus, right? Because it should be on there around just in time for Halloween, the way things normally go.
Yeah.
Maybe that was part of the plan.
Yep.
For the reason of doing it.
I mean, but is it really gonna? I'm sure it'll come out on Disney Plus around actual Halloween time. But how are they gonna Are they gonna get a whole bunch of subscribers from that? How are they gonna allocate? It's not like DVD sales, like we said, where you bought the physical DVD of this movie because you wanted to watch it. Like, it gets lost in the catalog of Disney Plus. So how do you really know?
It could potentially give them an idea of what is going to be successful, though, because let's just take Encanto, for example. Encanto did not do well in its initial release, but once it got put out on Disney Plus, it blew up. Yeah. You don't remember that?
Encanto, yeah. I was trying to remember if that,
It even started doing so well in Disney Plus that they decided to re-release it.
Right.
After it gained some traction.
And then, that's right. And then Moana was kind of similar, too. It did really well on Disney Plus. And better than...
Oh, yeah.
Not that it didn't do poorly, but...
See, it was funny. Back when on Disney Plus, they actually used to show what was trending. You notice they don't do that anymore.
Yeah, because they don't want us to know.
But back when they used to show what was actually trending, Moana would always be up there, right? It would always be one of the things that was trending the most.
Indeed.
I actually feel like they just don't release those things anymore so they can manipulate them the way they see fit.
Probably.
Anyway.
Budget for Haunted Mansion was $150 million, by the way. So they only made about half of that back. So a little more than half. Oh, well.
We talked a little bit about D23 earlier. Do we want to go over the schedule?
Yeah, if you want. Before we wrap up.
Yeah. So basically, Friday, September the 8th is just pretty much check-in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you pick up your gift at Meet Sorcerer's Apprentice number 2.
Saturday and Sunday are where they have the panels and presentations and whatnot.
Right. So Saturday, where is my schedule here? Hold on. I thought I was gonna. Yeah. Let me look
First
at
thing
it.
in the morning is Mr. Josh tomorrow.
We have the welcome at 9 a.m. We have a celebration of Disney parks, experiences, and products. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Oh,
Exactly.
they should have titled that way, right?
There's a great big beautiful tomorrow.
Then you get to take a break. Then D23 updates with Michael Vargo.
Which, it's only 10 minutes.
Yeah. The early ears. What does that say? Who's Ub?
Iworks.
Oh, Oswald and Mickey.
Yeah.
I guess given that this is the 100 years is the reason why they're incorporating all this time around, right?
Yeah.
100 years of classic characters, unforgettable stories, then a lunch break. National Geographic Live, Secrets of the Whales. And then we'll have a Disney Cruise Line, 25 years of innovative design at sea, because it's been 25 years since that's been.
Yeah.
Afternoon break, Marvel's Avengers Beyond Earth's Mightiest, celebrating 60 years. There's a lot of celebrations, apparently. 100 years of innovation, magic in every medium. Epcot, always in a state of becoming, which kind of makes you think that there might be teasing some things along the way, right?
Yeah, it says a look into the design and ideas behind the transformation of Epcot and its new neighborhoods, attractions, experiences, and exploring the legacy of the park. So it'll be interesting. I would love to see that one.
Then, of course, on Sunday, we have the Walt Disney Studios Showcase, first thing. And then you get a break, then 100 years of Walt Disney Animation Studios, then Disney Global Ambassador Showdown.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Don't know what that means.
Friendly competition.
Okay.
It's only 10 minutes.
Yeah. Weird Disney Centennial Edition.
Okay.
What qualifies as weird?
All of us.
Then a lunch break, then The Road to 1923, Walt Goes West.
Oh, that's cool.
Once again, a lot of historical things, yeah. Down the Rabbit Hole, The Disney You Didn't Know. That could be interesting. 100 Years of Creativity, a playful look at Disney imagination. And then, of course, They See It Real Soon, A Fantastic Tale. Dinner break.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to be as thrilling as some of the ones in the years past.
Yeah. Well, this isn't meant to be like the official D23. This is the off-year ones.
Yeah, because they only do it every other, right?
Right. So this is meant to be like the baby D23.
But didn't we get off schedule somehow? If it's every other, because it used to be on the odd years.
Yeah, COVID, I think, 2020 and whatever. I guess they delayed it an extra year. I don't remember why.
Yeah.
But it was COVID related, yeah.
I'm sure.
Plus, they also had nothing to update. So it's like now
it was just finishing. And they're still finishing. Still trying to complete.
Gosh.
So.
I remember that D23 where Josh was like, I got to ride Tron. It was great. And you're going to get to ride it too in like 7 more months. Like, what? Like, what? Are you kidding me? You already wrote it, but we have to wait like 7 more months.
I'm trying to figure out what their reasoning is behind. I feel like they're just like purposefully spacing attractions out now.
Yeah.
Like they're ready to go and they don't release them.
Yeah. Like Journey of Water, it's like you could open it today apparently, but they're going to wait till late 2023. I don't know why.
I feel like they wait sometimes because they feel like during the time period when they think they might need a shot. You know what I mean? Like a shot in the arm.
Yeah. What, the holiday crowd? They're going to wait for like the Thanksgiving, Christmas crowds.
Maybe.
To open Journey of Water.
Yeah. What constitutes, what is still considered fall in
well, they don't say fall anymore. That's the problem. They're not saying fall. They're saying late.
Well, see, that's just what I'm saying. I mean, technically, fall could be all the way up to December.
Right. Remember, but late means the last week of the year then? I don't know.
Well, it could be. They're just going to open it during the busy season because so they'll have something to eat a few people.
I remember what was it, Space 220? It was going to open winter 2019, and it was already like summer 2019. So like, okay, so the last 9 days of the year, 10 days of the year.
When did it actually open?
It opened, 2021? When did it open?
Good question.
It was like 2 years after they said it would open. Because of COVID, of course.
Instead of calling it Space 220, they could have called it Space 2020. Or, 2022.
When did it open the same day as Ratatouille, October 1st,
Actually,
2021?
That could be wrong, but maybe it was. Maybe it was around that time point.
Now I got to look it up.
Yeah.
Before we adjourn.
I've yet to eat there. I mean, you've eaten there, right?
Yes. Yeah, it was good. I loved it. Again, they overcharged with their pre-fee menu, but...
Yeah, of course. That's the thing that makes me want to not do it, but yet I still want to do it because it looks cool.
Yeah, September 20th, 2021. So
yeah, and now apparently would be a good time to do it. Oh, well.
Right. Yeah, exactly. You can get a resi anytime you want.
Yeah.
Right now.
I bet someone's gonna try a challenge here soon.
Speaking of, yeah, we've had a few. I guess we don't have to talk about it now, but
yeah.
Anyway, yeah, there'll be some more challenges, especially as September rolls on. But anyway.
Yep.
Alrighty. Anything else on this one? I don't know.
No, I think we've talked long enough.
Yes.
So, why don't we wrap this up and say that you can find us on Facebook, X, and Instagram, all at TWTM Podcasts. And we have a Spreadshirt store, which you can get your exclusive TWTM merchandise. That is shop.spreadshirt.com/TWTM Podcast. We have a YouTube channel as well. And where can you find the links to that, Adam?
Our website, which is travelingwiththemouse.com. And we have an email address, podcast@travelingwiththemouse.com. You can also, if you want help with your next Disney trip, you can use our travel agent friend. Her info is also on our website.
So, for Adam, my name is John. This has been Traveling with the Mouse, and we hope you will join us on our next trip. Whatever that may be.
Give the firefighters annual passes, y'all.
That's such an odd thing to take away, truthfully.
Yeah, we forgot that one.
Yeah.